Hey friends, welcome back to the video. Gonna go straight into it. Playing 10NL again. We're currently at, what are we at? 215. So we're going with that. I did have a second session, didn't go that well. So I was down to about 174. But we grinded for quite a lot of hours. So we accumulated some leaderboard points. So that got us with probably about $10 leaderboard. And then at the same time, we also won with the C dollars as well, which got us back up. So, you know, overall, we got $41 with the C dollars. So that was pretty good. And then, yeah, and then after that, we just got back to 215. So it's pretty good. Anyway, let's go to it. See how we go. It's one of these boards, isn't it? Gonna fire away with Jack Ace 10. It's a way behind, way ahead scenario. Ace King just gonna let go. It's a multi-way pot as well. This is one of those spots where I used to just fire again and waste a lot of money. But unfortunately, unfortunately I haven't let that spot. Okay, pocket twos. Could have fired again with the king because generally if they're calling the flop and the turn, they're typically not going to have a king, unless they've got like king 7, but I don't think so. Or they've got the absolute nuts like king 10 or something like that. But yeah, it's very hard. It's very hard to wrap that around your head. Three bets, how often? We don't have enough in his range. I'm going to just fold that. It's going to seem pretty strange, but we're going to be out of position as well. Alright, ace queen. Jack 8 hits his range, so we're just going to check here. Could have a few turns, you know, a 10 comes out. We're going to have some gut shots. I'm going to set a jacks now, which looks pretty good, but unfortunately folds. Alright, ace queen. It's really enticing us to call. It's pretty cheap. We're going to call one more. You could probably fold there, it was fine as well. If he's got ace king, it's pretty sad. He's got 6-5. Alright. We could have probably thrown a bluff there as well, maybe, but at the same time, people don't really fold enough once you show a bit of weakness. Alright, so he did value bet us on the turn card, which is, you know, for the draws, and something I didn't really think of. Overcards are draws as well, so overcards are draws. I always think just draws as, what do you call it? As just, you know, flush draws, straight draws. I'm glad he folded there. It wasn't a multi-way pot. Ace Jack's folding here. Okay, we can guess for thin value here. Hopefully he calls. Alright, nice. Alright, split pot. But sometimes you can get an 8 to call there, or, you know, pocket queens. You'll be surprised how many calls you get by slow playing second pair. Especially second pair top kicker. He was doing the same thing as well. Don't need to raise if they're betting this large. Okay, it's a dynamic board. We're going to raise quite large now. Yeah, we're just going to go all in. To shovel in. Doesn't call. He should have actually called there, but surprisingly enough, he didn't. When you put a certain enough stack in, definitely should be calling. Although we did have, apart from, you know, quad 10s, it was a bit worrying. Yeah, now we've got to go for some value. We've got the ace. Hopefully, maybe it's a little bit too high there. Normally you need to throw in a smaller bet to get the weak call. Yesterday's session as well, going back on it, I was calling too many river bets on the river. So, yeah, a lot of two-pair hands were betting into us and we were calling them when we had, you know, I think top pair, top kicker type things. So, they are probably the only difference I'm noticing between 10NL and 5NL is probably the value betting. Yeah, so you just have to be a little bit more careful when calling the rivers. But we had to be. That was something that we had to be careful of anyway. Alright, going to just. I'm just gonna fold here. I want to call, but. Alright, sevens are gone. Still need to continue better. You know, when you have pocket pairs to try and hit. Sometimes you got to make a bad call to make a huge profit as well. Sometimes it looks like you got no chance, but those long shots are the ones that people don't think you're gonna have, and then they're the ones that are gonna pay you out. So sometimes you got to make a really bad, ugly call to make that profitable one. Okay, just gonna fold here. Typically don't need to do anything that crazy. Queen hits out of range. Just gonna bet it. Alright, unfortunately it didn't work. Yeah, as soon as Queen 8, maybe you should have folded that one. But you do have a chance of still hitting your ace. Alright, so that's the first C-bet that failed. Just keeping an eye on that scenario. That was an expensive fail though. Alright, gotta keep betting along. He could have a set though. Gotta be very careful here. Alright, he folds. That's probably normal as well. Probably could have bet a little bit less, but you think of it this way: if we keep betting high, you know, we're going to get values from queens and jacks, maybe even ace 10 there. Alright, hit top pair, but we're not excited about it. Alright, we do have the nuts here. So we're going to bet here. If he has a weak flush, a lower flush than us, he might actually raise. Some people get really sneaky with their flushes, and we can actually get them towards the end because they'll just keep re-raising us. There was probably one hand yesterday where we lost a bit of value. I just called here for the flush draw, but we missed, unfortunately. Could have argued the call there with the twos because we did have a turn card that went our way, and then, you know, the ace hits them, and then we have a gut shot, and if you hit the gut shot on the river, definitely didn't expect to be splitting that one, to be fair. But yeah, you hit the gut shot on the river and they've got the ace. They're not folding that many aces. So even at this level, I think they're still not folding. They're not folding enough, so it means we still go to Value Town. So yeah, I think we're still doing okay. What difference in my game is now is we've been using just focusing on ranges as well, just trying to make sure, you know, we've had a few hands where we've totally bluffed with their, just purely the fact that we're using ranges against them. You know, let's just say the big blind against under the gun, and the board comes really low, like a 4-5-6. Think of it this way: 4-5-6 board comes out, and you got pocket kings, or, you know, you've got a pesky type of range. You know, got a pesky type hand that you think's vulnerable. You know, you could have pretty much air and just check raise them, and they're folding every time. So that's the target would be there is the regulars. So yeah. Another question mark here is, should I actually be doing this with the ace ace 5 type hands? He's typically get a call there, isn't he? Alright, kings, but we need an ace. We're not totally drawing dead, but it's not great. Alright, so that's our first flip out. Alright, just gotta check behind. If he's got a 6, we're gone. Although we did 3-bet previously, so just gonna jam it, stuff it. Alright, king 8. He thought we were bluffing as well. Alright, cool. It's one of those polarized hands as well. That's the reason why he did call. He thought we were polarized. So he thought sometimes we could have a bluff. Yeah, it's actually true though, because people do have, not with that hand though, but usually you'll see people bluff with ace king. We actually pulled that bluff out in the big blinds versus small blinds where we had ace king, but we had ace king suited and the flush draw was there, and we just decided to move it all in, like overbet and shove. Which you're going to get a lot of folds, but at the same time, if you get called, you're going to get, you still got to get your flush sometimes. And you still get your overcard draws as well, which is huge. So if your ace or king plays, definitely makes a big deal. Okay, we're calling, but... Oh, nice. Nice, we're in position as well. Do we check? No, we don't need to check. Could it call? Hopefully this guy calls and goes over the top. Not the best card for us, but we've got to call. He's got to have aces or kings probably. 6-5. Oh wow. Okay. Disguised hand, but we didn't expect him to have a 6 there. Alright, pocket aces on the other side. I mean, they're very crafty here. Let's get a check here. Just for some pot control, it's a scary board. You could probably argue to bet here again. Alright, let's get a bet some for value on the river. Hopefully get a jack to call. At the same time, if he doesn't have a 10 here, if he's got a 10, he's raising us. Yeah. We're trying to get some hands from his weaker hands, I guess, but it's probably the biggest change I've got in my play now. So, you can't just keep firing away expecting not to hitting anything. Because when you keep betting big, especially with just your overpairs, you've only got one pair. And if the board's really scary like it was before, then you're just going to get run over. They're only calling you when you beat. Alright, so this is a question mark hand as well. It's not a good board for queens. We don't even have a spade. Alright, I'm going to call one more. This guy's pretty crazy, maybe. I don't really think... this is just a jam, but we could be beat. Yeah, he just calls. Alright, we got him. So we made our mind up there. The reason why we jam on that spot is there's a lot of scare cards. So the jack comes out, he might be scared. Just don't want to freak him out. $1 is too high to call. We want to make sure that we've got at least under 10 to 1 odds to make a profit. There's no... rather be paying 80 to 90, 70 cents. The lower the better with the 3-bet. If it's too high and out of position, you just not going to get the money worth. Think of it as a business, I guess, a transaction. That's how. Let's go with the queens. King, queen could defend, but still out of position. We're betting a little bit lower in position though. Still got the dealer to beat. So we're in the cutoff and we 3-bet a bit smaller. We really want the button to fold. Okay, what's this guy? Don't have enough information. We could just call here, by the way. In position there, and then get a good flop. But just remember too, you're only going to hit a third of flops as well. So you got 30% chance of hitting on the flop. We could also shove all in if he's going to fold there. But looking at his stats, we don't have enough information to see if we get a shove there. Against some of the regs, you could probably shove and then get, fold equity. Because they'll just think you're only doing that with aces and kings. So it's definitely a bluffing hand, ace king. Probably didn't bet him enough pre-flop. Not a great flop for us. Alright, it's going to fold. We did have a lot of turn cards. It's still very awkward to know where we're at with that hand. I think we did the right choice there, folding. I mean, it was either a small pot or a big loss, if you think about it that way. I'm just going to call here, out of position, and also we could flop nicely too, but we saved money there by not 3-betting. Also, you could probably have run a bluff though, in such a spot. You could probably 3-bet and then c-bet as well. On a monotone board, if he doesn't have clubs, he's folding. That's another situation there, but if he's got a club, a Broadway club, he's probably never folding, so... Alright, I'm going to raise a bit larger with these 10 offsuit. Alright, so we do have, if we hit the 5, 30 cents, going to fold. Alright, so the c-bet worked, really focusing on c-bets. This guy at 3-bets, only 7%. We're going to call out of position. Probably could have folded. Alright, top pair, top kicker in position. Ace king, just going to fold there pretty early. Didn't have a spade either, so there's no point chasing. Alright, aces. Come on. No, just it's a 4-bet pot. It's a single raise pot, so don't expect too much there. They're going to either hit their sets or, you know, have some funky 2-paired hands sometimes. Not calling in position there on the big blind, because the more people in the hand, the tighter you should defend. So someone should actually have, you know, could easily have a better flush draw against us. Okay, pocket 10's decent hand for us, but let's go check behind. I'm going to call a king queen. Open ender. Alright, hit a set, but we need the board to pair up. Alright, 9s are gone. Could have checked raise there with king queen. This board has just come ugly. I'm just gonna throw a bet in at 75, see if we can get some value. King queen. I guess we beat every 2 pair. I guess we could have went for value. But I don't think 5s are calling there. But maybe we lost a value hand there. But no, I don't think so. I don't think 5s are ever calling there. We're going to get called when we beat. That's the reason why I didn't throw a bet in. He's 3-bet us. No information. Just going to fold. Against unknowns, they're going to actually 3-bet you probably a lot more solid without, you know, being loose. But can't always say always, because if you say always, that's when you get caught out. This is one of these boards where aces just gonna fold aces without even thinking about it. Easy fold. Just can't be bothered. You're just not gonna win there a lot. Alright, we'll bluff the king. Check there. If the queen didn't come up, we could have probably value bet there, but this time we're not. We would have value bet ourselves there, unfortunately. Alright, ace jack's gone. It's not going to continue there enough. Alright, we'll call. Could have argued to fold as well. So he's probably got ace king, but we've got a gut shot. Interesting what he's got. Does he have pocket 10s? Maybe he's got 10s. But we can't value. Or he's slow playing a set. I'm going to fold anyway, because it's king queen, but be interesting to see what he had there, but just to get the information. But I think it's too expensive just to call. Maybe it was a lower bet. Maybe we'd call just for information, just to know what people are doing in that particular spot. You know, 3-2, get a 4 on the river. Unfortunately not. See, we made a bad call there, but if the 4 comes out, all right, gotta bluff it. Instant fold. Okay. Alright. Probably the ace suited hands. Maybe from the blinds we might not play the ace suited hands. Just because we're going to be out of position a lot. Very interesting he didn't bet. So I'm going to try and pinch it. Alright, nice. Just got to pay attention to the little checks there that make no sense, that tell them that they're weak. And then we'll try and pinch those little pots. Alright, 10's going in. Could... three bet there and try and steal it, but no, I'm going to fold. Sometimes I've been pretty messy in the small blind. Sometimes I do take a stab at the from the small blind, but typically in the small blind you want to play premium type hands. Probably the best way to think about it, I think, what I've been trying to do is trying to think about under the gun range from the small blind at least, or even tighter than under the gun, just because it's the worst position on the table. Like, it's true that, you know, the button's got to have the weakest range. Yeah, so you could argue to call the Jack 7. It was probably pretty tight there, but Jack 7's not a great hand. Alright, this time we do have position. There's a bit difference. Ace King will be a bit awkward here as well. He's got to check behind with Ace King. Still drawing to a 10. If we call here, he's got Ace 10, Ace King. He should slow down. Also, he could still spike that king, that Jack and get paid. We still have a showdown value hand as well. We don't need to bluff it. If he had, if he had Ace King suited as well, he would have bet there, I think. So you don't need to fold all the time, and you don't need to bluff the turn, because sometimes what happens is you bet the turn, he shoves, that just puts you in an awkward spot, and you've got, you know, if you think too, as played as well, some people will never play in that position without aces or kings, so you've got to be careful there, because some people don't even play Ace King in that spot, and they'll do a 30% C bet, and then that's where they'll try and fool you, and then they'll start betting big on the later streets. Okay, multi-way punt. Alright, I'm going to bet here. This is the last chance for 10s. Because we don't have a spade. We did get value from ace of spades as well, so it's yeah, there you go. Alright, so we got some value there on the turn. And that's what the guy with the other hand did to us, if you remember. 9s of hearts. Oh, 10 of hearts comes out, it's the dream. But no, go fold. I just don't know if the 9 of hearts is going to be big enough there. Alright, let's go. 5-2's gone. We're going to do a couple of hours session, like 2-hour session. Then we'll probably got to make some lunch and then come back to it. We're going to play a little bit more. But what I'll probably do is I'll record this session, but not the later session. Just because I don't want to post too many videos. But I'll try and keep everyone updated what's going on. Not too much will go on. I mean, we're just going to be grinding for the leaderboard and just trying to get more points, and I don't think, unless, you know, this session's actually started off relatively clean. Alright, gotta be careful of 2 pair hands. This all looks good and well, but if he's betting and he knows that we've got the ace king or something like that, I think it's just a typical fold. I mean, we're just drawing to a 10 really. Alright, gotta raise a set, see what happens. Sometimes they'll call here with the spades as well, spade draw. Also, we could be also call it as well, which would be tragic, but it does happen. I had a couple quads in the recent sessions as well, which is pretty cool. Sort of outpricing a villain here though. Probably should have bet a bit lower just to entice the call. Alright, get the free card, which is nice. Maybe he does have spades. Okay, maybe not. Just gonna check here. Got top pair. Okay, kicker. That's another exploit as well. Just need to realise that they do play bad against checks. Alright, I'm going to call, but I'm not sure. Alright, 2 pair. So, they've been doing that a bit. Alright, so that's a spot where what I was talking about. It looks like they're not that strong, but they do hit their hands. So, I think that comes up quite a bit. So, hit on the turn. So, we're in front. We probably should have bet. That's fine. He probably wasn't folding anyway. Probably what we should have done was just fold. Bet and fold. It's probably as easy as that. Huh. Alright, it's not always going to get the dream card, but we'll just say he had pocket aces and we'll get called. Make us feel better. Yesterday we were in a bit of tilt, so a little bit tilty. Just not, I guess you'd say tired and easily, easily frustrated. So, but we had a break and, we fixed things up pretty quick. So it wasn't like a big deal. Alright, this hits our range. We're just going to bet this again. He didn't, if he had a strong ace, he would have 3-bet us. So this should be just a fold. If he calls again, we could still get a check, but expect to see too many, double broadways, you should be c-betting. Double boarded, double Broadway should be, should be a bet. Also, the numbers all pair up as well. 6-6 comes up on the board or something like that. You should also throw in a c-bet. Queen Jack does hit our range, but okay, we've hit the straight. I'm just going to throw some value in. We've got a straight, so it seems pretty innocent, but those little bets do accumulate over time when they do call, obviously. Or just jam all in and get called by a set. That'd be funny. And then you double up. Punish the limper. The rapist. What a name. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. You just want that fold. You don't care about hitting. It's just a matter of that fold. Got a call. Oh, so we're going to call. This guy. No, we're going to fold anyway. Would have been a nice turn though. I folded because I don't trust that guy. I mean, he looks like a slow player type dude. Could have aces or something like that, but I mean, it's probably, we just didn't have enough information on him. I mean, we could have called and chased and have, maybe check for it. He could have checked, he could have bet into us and then we raise him. Let's see what he does here. It's easy fold. It's not because we're folding because we're scared of the ace. We're not actually scared of the ace, but he's saying that he's not scared of the ace, which means he might be hoping that we have the ace, and he could be doing a set. Okay, got the nut advantage. Unfortunately, he called. He's going to try and bet here. We've got ace high, but he could have less. And 9-8. It's a shame. Thinking player there should actually value. Should value the turn. Going for a steal, but yep, there we go, nice. Nines are folding. Gonna fold ace queen out of position, multi-way pot possibly, and we don't finish the action. The other thing too is you want to make sure you finish the action, even post flop. Something I didn't think of when you're playing post flop, you need to make sure you finish the action. Bottom pair, we're gonna bet it actually. I don't mind it because if they call and you hit a 2, it becomes quite interesting. I mean, you hit trips. On the right boards, it's pretty good, but it's definitely a money maker, but it can actually cost you a lot if you get the wrong board. You know, people hit a book on your trips and you're going broke. But if you time it right, typically the ones on, yeah, it's just you time it wrong, and then you just lose. You could probably raise there with ace 4, but yeah, like that board, king queen 4. We hit bottom pair. You know, after a 3-bet pot, you bet again. On the turn, you hit the 4, and they've got king queen. They're going broke. That'd have been a good spot. Early position, that's why we folded. Plus wouldn't have had position. Just got to be a little bit tidier with our play. But we don't want to get rid of our play altogether because we have certain moves that probably don't make sense to some people and it's a money making situation. You could argue the 3-bet there against the right person with queen jack. Yeah, queen jack. Alright, board's paired up. Did have, you know, got backdoor straight draw. So it wasn't totally betting with there. Plus we had overcards as well. King jack's gone. Just not playing king jack against under the gun range. Especially under king jack offsuit. I mean, you can always raise it if you really want to play the hand. You can raise it and put pressure on their range, but I don't know if you want to tighten their range up against king jack. Doesn't make really good. It doesn't make sense. Alright, it's gonna call behind 10-9. It's gonna fold. Yesterday also, when I do get a little bit frustrated, I tend to be chasing a little bit more with 3-bets. So that's also a leak in my game. Only 38 cents, multi-way pot. I'm going to call. Just because there's an ace or a 10 out there. If we did hit the 5 on the turn, I think there was profit to be made. Also, people do fold too much post-flop. Yeah, if he's got king jack, we win. He's got queen jack, see? And we got stuck. We got sticky with the hand and won the hand. So, a lot of people would have folded. But we didn't. Alright, so depending what this guy does, you could probably argue because the other 20, but no, I'm going to fold that spot. 9 of diamonds. Whew. Because there's the rest of the money's on the board as well, like this is probably me being biased after seeing that flop. Yeah, you see extra money on the board though, you should call. Out of position, just gonna fold. Probably could argue to raise, but maybe when we're playing 100 NL, We could start raising such spots when people actually really care about the money. Where, you know what, I'm still not going to care. I'm still going to be playing exactly the same. I'm playing I feel like I'm still playing play money. That's what I feel like. It doesn't matter what I'm playing for. I could have $1,000 in front of me and still feel the same. The difference is I made it from $30, so playing other people's money essentially. Okay, let's go behind. Queen Jack. Got a back door. Guess we can check behind, get some free cards. 9-8. What's that bet? I'm not sure, but we'll get a call. Open ender still. We're never folding Queen Jack here. It's a scary board. We gotta bet it. Ah, he calls. He must have a 5. 10-3. What a call. We actually tried bluffing there and he called. The hero called it. Maybe a bit too big. I'm not sure. Alright, we'll tag that guy. Okay, open ender. Let's get our money back. We're not going to... We're dirty. $0.50. I'm going to fold. Check behind with 9-8. He's thinking about 3-betting us maybe. He knows that we do bluff. Alright, nice hand against pocket 6s. Alright, so we've got an open ender. We had an open ender. If a jack came out or a 6 come out, we were shoving. It wasn't the great river. It was the worst river. He's going to show his bluff. Maybe. That'd be a flex if he did. That could have been really nice for us. We just didn't hit that card. Alright, gotta raise it up. Maybe I should have just called. Just bluff for the ace jack. Unstoppable. Unstoppable. Thing is, if one guy gets the better of you, it doesn't really matter. I mean, we had a chance to get, you know, get stacks from him. He doesn't know how close he was to giving us his money, but think of it this way. If he's better than us, then it doesn't really mean anything. We just need to focus on the other people. You don't have to be better than everyone. You just need to be better than, you know, some. And make sure you don't tilt. Probably tilting's probably the biggest one. Just don't tilt. Have a somewhat solid game and understanding. If you don't have an understanding of the game, just go to 2-0. Alright, our position, kings. Probably should have been a bit smaller since it was heads up. We close the action down. When you're out of position and there's more people that actually should probably bet bigger, but alright, if he calls, we call. If he folds, we fold. It's pretty simple. 90 cents, 95 cents. Not that much of a tight ass. Alright. We're going. He's got 13 behind him, so I'm gonna call. I think tens are the best hand here. Also calling here. We got second pair. He actually valued himself as well. I was actually thinking about betting there, but it's got ace king or ace three. So nice hand for tens. Glad to be called. And that's the thing about tens and up. They sort of hold their value. You don't always have to win the set. And if you think they're playing a certain way, yeah, get used to certain situations, and then, you know, then you can sort of pick a bluff. Alright, we don't need to defend this hand. We do, but we don't. The board's quite scary. He's not going to bet on the ace, surely. Gone. It's a small bet, we'll call. Could argue to call, bet there with the king queen just because we're not going to win here. Ace usually gets us. But he's got ace 8. Queen 8. Alright, sixes are gone. Alright, queen 9. Yeah, we probably could have called the river, but people bet quite large when they've actually got it though. Wasn't a small bet. We don't need to do hero calling too much with pocket pairs. Only now and again, those little hands could be pretty good. Okay, this hits our range. Got some backdoor flushes, backdoor straights. So even if he does call, we've got a lot of good turn cards, plus he's probably got overcards. And, you know, by the time those turn and river cards come out, we're dead, so... typically thinking, you know, the ace 8 hands as well, I did fold. You probably argue I should have called because the thing is, some players are very tight in the small blind, which you should be. And then some people aren't. They take it as a bluffing opportunity. Alright, small bet, we'll call. But he could be valuing us. Oh, he actually valued himself, which is nice. Remember we checked the flop. So that's what I was talking about. You check the flop. And they misplay the hand. So that's an exploit. Alright, got kings. Almost folded kings pre-flop yesterday, but we called it, ran into aces. I gotta call, but... Okay, this time it's tens. I got a bet here, but I want to see a fold. Can't be bothered with that hand. Ha! We would have got the nuts anyway. Alright, gonna bet this. Got some gut shot. We got a second pair. Just like to see the end of that hand too. If he calls us not the end of the world, we're still drawing to a gutter. Tens is pretty tilty, like he said. I did actually shove pre-flop Did I shove pre-flop? I had jacks. And I called in the right spot. Actually, I jammed in the right spot. And he had ace king. But he hit his king. Twos, pretty low. We call because the two doesn't connect to anything either. If it connects to straight, it's not going to be great for us. Alright, ace of diamonds, but no point now. Two should be good here. Alright, hit on the river. Okay, split. No, it's not a split. The boy had to pair up again. Thought the king played, but obviously not. Yeah, obviously not. And then there was that one hand I thought ace queen. I had ace queen. I had aces on the top hand, and I went all the way and called someone shove. And I really thought, if we had aces, we would have won the hand. Not saying like it was a scary board, but I thought he was bluffing. And I was right. He was actually really weak, but I didn't have the hand I thought I had. Yeah. On the river. Probably could have continued. Alright. Probably shouldn't have bet there. Yeah, shouldn't have bet the flop. So that's a little bit of a money waster. Although if he calls and we hit the 4, then, you know, it's game on. So there's still value in doing so. Okay, it's now or never with these 10s. If he's got hearts, then he's calling. If he doesn't have a heart, he's folding. It's into us, we're folding. So cheap, I'm going to call. A lot of good turn cards coming for 6-5. $0.50 got a call. He varies himself as well. Ugh. This guy is playing us big time. You're not supposed to call, you bitch. 10-8. What a call. We did pick that he is quite weak too. Alright, so maybe the bet wasn't big enough. Also, playing that move. We raised pre-flop. We should have bet the flop. What are we doing? Should have bet the flop, actually. Alright, so that was a bit clumsy, but... yeah, we don't need to do anything too hasty. We'll put some music on the background. Alright, drawing to the diamonds. I'll fold it. I think four diamonds isn't good enough there. going to call their sixes. Jack's hand's going in. Don't really have... We have the six of hearts, don't we? I don't know, he seemed like he really didn't want another heart to come out. It's a bit big. And if that's the case, you could possibly raise maybe. Alright, there's king. Queens lately we've been playing quite well, but I'm just going to put the probably put the, you know, put the hex on them, so to speak. We'll start losing with queens. Oh, what a run! But if he has seven, we're dead. So none of those scenarios. Alright. People love betting quite large. They don't like playing poker, obviously. Ah. Not good enough. Short, small stack. And you gotta be aware too, if we're fighting too much to 3-bets, they will 3-bet us all day, every day. They will start doing it relentlessly. But then we can start 4-betting them. So either call wider or 4-bet them. 4-bet them wider. But they gotta be aggressive. If they're not aggressive and they're doing it passive players and they're 3-betting us, you're just running into their top end. We'll call. Not excited about this call just because we don't know what this guy's doing. I'm running a risk here. Alright, so remember lucky poker. Ace queen. We still could have the second best hand here. Aces are kings, this guy maybe. He's got a bet again. We do have the best hand most times now. So we'll try and take this down now. We still don't have position, so betting here is probably not the answer, but I just can't afford another, you know, the king coming out or a club. Alright, single raise pot with aces, question mark. Board pairing up's good for us, unless he's got a 10. Because then kings or queens or, you know, some with the 6-4. Obviously that river changes things, but someone with a 6-4 on the flop with 2 pair loses their range. Now I've got trips, but we don't have a great kicker. Let's get a value here, hopefully. You might call with kings. Maybe not kings, but maybe a lower pocket pair. Because he wouldn't have kings there, obviously, or would have raised us. Got position here with 5s. Alright, it's a small bet. We're going to call. Alright, we do have a straight there. I raise a bit larger. I don't know. Sometimes I do random shit. In position. Got a call. Small bet. Alright, easy as you like. Still a small bet, isn't it? About 7%. Only 16 hands though, but alright, sevens pick up one. King 9, just not gonna mess around too much in the blinds scenario today. Not too much anyway. Alright, he shows weakness, get his bet up and try and end the hand now. He's either in front or behind, so if he's got overcards, we just got some value. Got us on the river. We made him pay to get that 7. So we played the best way. So he called the flop, he called the turn. So that was a winning play by us. So you can't be upset about that. Little steal there with A7. Just not going to be chasing King 8. Too large. Although the small blind, I have to do more research with the small blind because they love shenanigans. He didn't 3-bet, but the original guy did. He opened up. I don't know, it was just a dead board anyway. Alright. Could have the best hand here. Gotta raise it. The guy's got ace jack, he's done really well for himself. Ace 3. So it's a little value bet. Just, it matters so much. Because when things are going tough, those just give you a band-aid. Alright, 16. Not gonna care too much. Probably 3-bet though. We're just being selective. Sometimes we should 3-bet there, but we'll randomly do some stuff sometimes. But yesterday did that, and there was 2 hands that cut $10 out of us straight away, which hurt. Alright, we're in a small one. Gonna fold there. Gonna start implementing not chasing like those ace suited hands. Although ace 3 suited could probably raise. So if we want to play it, we're raising it. Yeah, ace 3, ace 4 type hands. Not ace 2. Ace 2 is not great. Because if 3, 4, 5 comes out and they've got 6, 7, you've got reverse implied odds. And also, I think if the 2 is actually the lowest card on the board, so that's why it loses value compared to, say, ace 3. Alright, 9% gone. But after a little bit more, we find out about that guy, we can go for a 4-bet there, but against that guy, it looked pretty passive, so passive guy raising, he's going to be all over our range. We're quite deep stacked, it's cool. Yeah, easy as you like, just use position. What's even better is when they think you're doing that and you're bluffing, and they call you when you've got the nuts. There you go again. Using position. But this one's a multi-way pot, so it's a little bit more dangerous. Alright, pocket 3s. Didn't hit 3. Don't think it's free. The spades could be in a good ear. Check, check, check. I'm gonna bluff. Okay, waste. But really wanted the small blind to fold. It was all about the small blind, but he is still in it. I love if he doesn't have a spade. Oh my god, doesn't have a spade. Window nice pot there. You know you're on a heater when you're winning those little hands. Alright, just give up this hand now. Gets a small stack. I'm gonna call, I don't want to. Yeah. Probably should fold that one or 3-bet. No diamond, but we're drawing to a queen. Really want the queen of diamonds, would have been nice. Probably could have folded the turn. Yeah, I lost a little bit there. I should have folded the turn at least, or 3. I probably should have 3-betted pre-flop. Yeah, hit the jack, top pair, top kicker, but he's getting like king, queen, you could 3-bet. He's got the nuts. Over pairs. You know, maybe a set of 10s. And top pair there doesn't really beat anything. Hands every which way. You know, even ace king's drawing to a gut shot. Got 3-bets 9%, but kings do hit. Oh my god. If he's got ace king, we're winning, but queen 3. I'm folding kings here. Because he got pocket queens is here to set. Pocket jacks is here to set. Ace king's the only thing we beat really there. Or, you know, even aces. We don't actually beat anything there. Ace queen. If he does that with ace queen, he deserves that win. Frustrating. We sort of auto-piloted 5s there. Only $1. Yeah, he did 3-bet us. Delayed C-bet. Sometimes if you forget the C-bet, you can bet on the turn and it's delayed C-bet. So that's all good. flush draw. We got second pair, but it's not the same. We don't have top kicker, that's for sure. So he's got a straight. No, he doesn't. Maybe we should have bet there. All right, bet for value. Just to get his draws to call. I mean, the only other way we could have done with kings was just jam all in. But, yeah, pre-flop. Well, you have a look. Bet more on the flop. Yeah, maybe you should just bet bigger on the flop and just win it. And then just jam all in on the turn. And just do the same thing, we've got ace king. Well, technically that's what I've been doing, it's been working quite well, so. It's been a bit more consistent. Value bet on the river with the queen. Sometimes the 10 will call. I mean, when there was the Poker Pro was playing at the last session I was playing, he showed his second paired hand and he folded. So he's flexing that he folded the second paired hand. Bit smaller we're calling, but yeah, they've outpriced us, I think. Ah, you bitch. Didn't work. This is what I'm talking about, the small blind. Shenanigans. Yeah, we need to take away that. How much got behind us? 99. Get some value from his weaker aces. Yeah, bluff for 7-6, nice. Alright, got trips. Couldn't really get any value from there anyway. Fours don't look nice. extend the hand here. There's a lot of danger. Especially got Jack 10. You know, suited type hands come in. Got a bet there a bit bigger. Hits out of range with the ace. More people in the pot. It's always nice. Especially with the suited hand. What's that? Everyone. Alright, got some value on the river. %90 of hands. Let's deal with Queen 10. Ace King against this guy. He's got 53, so if he's got the Jack, he's got the Jack. We charged him anyway. Yeah. We charged him anyway. And he's a short stack, but... I mean, he pretty much put his stack in there for the... For another 2 Jacks to come out only, so... That was the best... We played the best we could. The only nitpick in that hand is we didn't force him to go all in on the flop. But by the time he only had 50 cents left, it was going in regardless if we won or lost. You can't fold 50 cents after committing. Back to a flush. Okay, nut flush. Not bad because we're actually both deep stacked. We actually block the straight flush, which is pretty important being so deep stacked. But unfortunately he doesn't have a flush. Alright, what's he got? Nines. The 9 comes out, who cares? That was too close for comfort. Maybe I did care. maybe I'll take that back. Maybe I do care. I need a Jack as well. Alright, missed everything. Yeah, get the fold, missed everything. So bluffs are working. Just gotta remember when it's a scary board. Yeah, they're betting when they've got the king, so when the board pairs up like that, oh, you must have the 10. People are calling the draws as well. And so when you're hero calling, you really got to make sure, you know, are the straights out there? If the flushes out there, like so many times, you go, oh, their hand doesn't make sense, but then they have the straight. You go, oh, they don't have that, and they'll end up having something else. And even in such a spot like that, you know, 2 pairs can be such a good hand. Not with the 2 10s on the board, obviously, but in other scenarios. Yeah, another. It should be just another C-bet fold. Okay, he messed up with the ace. Every now and again they'll have the ace, so yeah. He's not a genius, he's just got an ace. Just get out of the way. He just goes, sorry I was wrong. Sorry I was wrong. We'll get you next time. Winning on all tables so far, apart from that one mega hand that we did. Oh, not mega hand, but yeah, it seems to be going alright so far. Okay, A6. I'm getting more inclined to call from the blinds, from the cutoff and under the gun. Alright, we've got position here. Never folding this, are we? But we can't bet this for a bluff, can we? Ah, oh, fuck off. We could have bet there for a bluff and he would have folded. Alright, glad no one had a 10 to be fair. All in. It's $1 on the table. They're acting like it's the best thing ever. Just shove all in. I've seen them just shove in with King 7 offsuit. Like, seriously, these guys. Where do they come from? Are they bots? I don't know. Oh, whoops. I didn't actually mean that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Glad everyone folded. The flush was coming out though anyway. Hopefully. Alright, 2A in the pot. I don't mind this scenario. Backdoor flush with bottom pair. I think he's folding. Why check the turn? It doesn't make sense. Okay, so... Oh, he must have been chasing a flush. Must have been chasing a flush. That's why he checks the turn. Because he checks the turn there, he's not defending his hand, so he's drawing. So, betting there. Maybe second pair folds, but not. Obviously not the flush. Drawing just to the 10, so we fold. Alright, queens. Easy fold for 10-9. We've only been 3-betting 5%. It's not the nicest board. It's not the friendliest. Multi-way pot, but at least it's actually a really good card for us. At least he's got 7. Alright, value this river. Nice. Alright, I'll call with jacks, but it's not a good friendly board. Okay, everyone's been quite friendly here. Too friendly. And put some pressure on them. Probably the only argument with a bit larger. Alright. I just gotta check behind. If he's got a 7, he wins. Alright, so gain some, save some money there on the end. Being very sneaky there with his set. We didn't go broke, so that was a huge step in the right direction for us. Nah, King Queen could probably have folded. Alright, backdoor Jack's nice for us, but Jack of clubs would be perfect. I asked for much, just Jack of clubs, thanks. Jack of clubs, please. On this table. Alright, we can fold here. If it was a club, maybe we could. We're gone. Deep stacks, are we call them. Drawing dead, you just don't want to be drawing dead. You do not want to be drawing dead. Yeah, Ace King. We weren't drawing dead. And that was half the reason why we were still in the hand. We weren't drawing dead at all. Hope he's got Ace Queen, that'd be nice, but I don't think so. Okay, drawing to 5 only, but now we're drawing to split. We're just jamming here. I think he's calling. No, he's not calling. Maybe bet too big on the river. Yeah. Arrow call. Gut shot's pretty cool. Just don't want Jack of Diamonds or we're gonna be hurting. If he knew how much trouble he is in, he wouldn't bet so low. He did 3-bet us. He did 3-bet. So this is our range. He would have bet the jack already. He would shove. If he's got a jack, he'd shove as well. Ah, it's just a split. We really wanted him to fold. We actually made him put him in a hard spot there. So that's good. A little bit of wear and tear on our opponents is what we want. Make him do the hard decisions. Ace 8, got a gut shot. Never folding, flush draw. Still a gut shot, isn't it? So we need a 5. On the river. Alright, check 9's gone. I mean, we had a gut shot though. If a 10 comes out, we had a straight. The flush was already there. We're a bit large before with the set of aces because I thought maybe if you had a set or 2 pair, it gets sticky. Also, if you had some type of... I guess we should bet smaller. Because the ace was on the board. Hopefully, no. Okay. Sometimes you can play trappy from the big one, but it can hurt. Got mid set here, but he could have a straight. Not totally upset if they fold. Shoves all in, he's got a... Oh. Yeah, it's a tight fold, but flush is there. Really need the board to pair up. Yeah, the board didn't pair up. If the board paired up, we'll get his money hopefully. Alright, 9s can still hold up. Hopefully this guy folds. Multi-way pot to pocket 9s. If you had ace king there, after calling the turn, he's going to slow down. We didn't even need the bluff in that spot. We'll just need to hold our ground, but obviously he's not scared of... Maybe he's got a 10, maybe he's got aces. He wasn't slowing down. But multi-way pot, people are going to have something. 17,000 hands we've played against that guy. Need the ace only. I trust this guy to go on. It's the reason why you fold. I like 10s when they've both got ace king. Alright, dead board, but... Alright, King Queen missed there. Alright, ace jack's gone. Probably could argue to call, but alright, I need to refocus a little bit. I feel a little bit funny. So I just need to refocus a bit. No diamond. Really wanted the diamond here. Yeah, it didn't make sense for him to be chasing a flush. He bet the turn, bet the flop actually. He was trying to represent the hand that we had. And remember, we did check. We played it quite quiet as well. What is going on here? I don't even have the ace of clubs there, so good fold. Yeah, we save money there with the ace king. Although we're thinking about shopping as well. Yeah, see, ace king different there. We were a bit more aggressive, win the hand. But the other spot we just got out of the way. We didn't need to be in there. Ah, don't fold. Oof. Too close. Do we need the board to pair up? He's got an ace. No, he doesn't have an ace. We bet for value. Woohoo! We'll actually bet on the flop and for value. Alright. What a run out. Sometimes the run out just doesn't happen. You get value, but every now and again, you know, the board changes on you, Seven. I don't really know why. If he's got ace queen, I thought maybe he had ace queen. I had him on ace queen, and then he's hit the ace anyway, so after checking. Queen 6. You know, we're actually playing quite tight today, 20%. Threes with a win. Fuck. Alright, we've got to call deep stacked. Come on. Please don't have pocket tens or please don't have pocket tens or pocket nines. I'll be sad. I'll be sad. Don't. No, okay, thank you. I'll take the win. Alright, if he's got threes, we're in trouble, but if he's got two pair. Oh, he's got king, that's fine. Important we check the flop there because there wasn't much on the board. Think about what he's going to have. He's going to have overcards a lot of times. Alright, so we had a little bit of a rush there, which is good, but it hits our range, not his. Should be a fold. Alright, in hand. Still playing tight from the small blind, apart from that one bloody hand where we tried bluffing the big blind, but obviously you shouldn't try and bluff too much. They're still not bluffing enough. Sometimes we get away with it though. But we got sticky with our play, and that was probably the worst thing about it. Ah, backdoors came through as well. But with every hand we're playing, we're still, whether we have a winning session or not is irrelevant. It's just a matter of getting experience at this level. It seems like we've got enough in our game to hold this level and win, but we've still got enough. We've got a few silly things we need to shake out as well, obviously. Not big deal ones, like, you know, you still got the river bet calls. We've still got those annoying, you know, bluffing spots. Maybe I should bet smaller with the 10-9. Also, I could check raise, but middle of the hand, but I'd rather hit the hand. It's a lot more high variance. Like, if you play more aggressive, it's a lot more high variance. And since we're at the bottom end of our bankroll for this level, probably going for less variance is probably the wisest choice. And we can just go for volume. And then try and get C dollars. We'll probably try and play probably at least, I'll try and play about at least 4 hours of poker today. Did like quite a lot yesterday and it hit me at the end of the day where I was feeling a bit tired. So that's why I've got to really pay attention to how you feel, because remember I was just saying before I was feeling a little bit need to refocus. Well, that's probably just a little taste of, you know, overdoing it yesterday a little bit. think you change the settings up. Tiles. I keep pressing the wrong one. So as long as we don't do anything too stupid, even if we just break even, breaking even's fine because you get the C dollars and the leaderboard points. So breaking even's still winning. You just gotta remember too that you do get raked pretty high, but I'm not sure. I don't even know, but I don't even care about the raking system. I know it's there and it's terrible, but as long as we're winning overall, who cares? We just focus on building our game up and just making the best choices, rather than worrying about the choices the things that we can't control. Let them, everyone else cry about it. Not a great board. If he's got a flush, he just snaps or raises. I don't know pockets. Probably the bet on the river was probably a bit overkill. We could probably have check called the river. It's scary, but maybe there's bluffs there as well. We're a little bit over that one. Like, you know, a 10 or jack. You know, 10 comes out or a queen. It definitely wouldn't have been too bad. It's got 3 bets. Threes, yeah. Alright, ace queen's missed. We missed the hand anyway, but alright, I can check raise with ace nine. We've got a gutter, but we don't want to fold out our hand either. Ace high might still be good against king jack or king queen though. Pretty brave to be betting there. Jack nine. Yeah, so value betting there's pretty brave, but it was good that I hit my mind though, and it was actually a spot. Means it's just improving that area of our game. Check behind. It's actually a good card for us, because now if we spike a 9 on the river, we beat flushes and straights. And kings, obviously. And trips. So was a definite fold on the flop. Now it's not so bad. Now we're calling. And going for a flush on the other table. Yeah, we missed it. We had a chance. Nice, here we go. Here's the payday. Okay, calls. Trips. Probably should have went a bit larger. Missed our hand here, but that's fine. We didn't pay overs. I could have 3-bet queen jack. He's our friend, Unstoppable. He's got a good name. Give him that. We're not going to make personal endeavors. We could have definitely raised with ace king there though. It's not a great spot though. It's just like to see what happens with that hand. Get some information from our little friend, Mr. Unstoppable. Still playing, so Okay, top pair, good kicker. Ah, we valued ourselves, damn it. Valued ourselves. Alright, the ace king hand's finished. There's no knowing. Okay. Yeah, we value bet ourselves with the king jack hand. Bottom set. Need the board to pair up. No. Alright, I'm gonna bluff it now. Even though it's a set, it's a bluff. Alright, queens have been flatting lately, but doing a bit of 3-betting today. We'll mix it up a bit. Queens, jacks, tens, he can mix it up. Even nines, he could 3-bet. It's not a big deal. Definitely betting here if he checks. Playing quite aggressive. I'm only playing 90% of hands this time. We're betting again. Ace hits our range. Thanks for coming. And we'll also be playing with ace queen there as well. I've got kings. It's just important just to make sure we fold out some hands. 3 bets, 4 bets tight. It's cool. If you've got queens, we're dead. Ace queen, we're loving life. I like to see him slow down. Value bet. Yeah, we did. We also expected that as well. I was expecting the bet there he calls and then we go check on the river. But I've got a sneaking suspicion he had aces. But if he had pocket queens, we're dead as well. Jacks ain't raising though. Jacks ain't raising though. Ace queen calls behind. We probably block king queen. I'm just bluffing you. I shouldn't have done that bet. Yeah, he's got a king. So obvious he's got a king. Oh, he's got queens. Okay. Alright, we've got a straight. Good fold though. Oh, what a run. Got a set. No straights. 7 nines there, but as played, I don't think so. Bottom pair. Flush, sure. It's unfortunate we missed it. Yeah, unfortunate. was actually a good run out for us apart from the river. We had so many good cards coming our way. Another 2 comes out of, you know, not a spade. Obviously it can't be a spade, or you'd be, the site would be closed. Okay, ace diamonds. Looks like a good card for us, we'll bet it. Especially if we've got ace king, which he thinks we might do. We've got an open ender. Board's paired up, and there's a flush. Flush draw. Look at that, the flush comes out as well in 9, so... Also remember we could be drawing dead essentially as well. We got the straight, but then the flush comes out anyway, so... I mean, there also is the option of, you know, going for that plays okay. If you can manage to get the cash out. If you can get the cash out feature, which that was funny, we did a couple of cash outs yesterday when we had ace king versus ace king because the flush was there for us. Yeah, it's almost... Oh, thank God. I just want him to fold. They're betting huge though from the blinds. Alright. It's one of those scenarios where we could probably go for a value bet on the river. Unless he's slow playing. Yeah, maybe we're blind. We shouldn't be calling that spot. Just a little cleanup. Because you do a lot of check folding in that spot. I hope it's low, but the big question mark whether or not we see bet here. I feel like we got away with that one. Alright, so the reason I folded here was if we get an 8, it completes straights as well. Multi-way pot. Worked out to be a good fold in the end. This guy's betting 10 cents, I don't know what he's doing. Total muppet. Oh, we'll play the game, but he could have a queen. Alright, we'll call. We're counterfeit here. We can absolutely not win this unless we raise, but... Ace Queen raise. Does he think he's trapping us? He might think he's trapping us, but we're actually at the nuts. Have he shoves all in? Yeah, perfect. Thinks he's trapping us. Drawing dead. Alright, nice. Yeah, I'd hang shit on that guy, but we also have done stupid shit in that spot. I have to call. We've got the set. Alright, we'll bet here and hopefully get called. King Queen happily get away. King Queen happily gets away there. King Queen just happily folds. It's overcards, but if you've got an 8, things are worse than what they are. Like even really cool. At 89s as well, which is not bad. Okay, gut shot. Rather have seen, let's bet this one. Rather have seen something else though. Rather have seen, yeah, the jack, obviously. Oh, there you go. That was a, what do you call it? It was a flush card though. Call him because there's an ace on the board. We're going to get paid more times than not. If he's got a trips, he might overvalue as well. So I was only calling to get the 8, and then I was going to raise him on the river. Yeah, no. $10-9 with open ender. If Queen comes out, King 10 comes out, there's a flush draw out there, which means it's less likely that the straight's going to be unprofitable. Nice fold. Okay, win the hand without doing anything stupid. Snap that off. Because we checked, he thought we were bluffing, or didn't have a hand. Alright, so what I'll probably do is, I've got to cook lunch very soon, and then I'll probably have like an hour session that I probably won't record. But so far so good, like you, definitely a good session. We're still at 94, which is a good sign. Obviously it's going to go down in the background naturally, but alright, we should just call it. Take the profit now and then go back to get some C dollars after. Alright, and we're up to the $2 mark. Alright, so this was our first decent session in 10NL, and of course you got to remember the cashback as well. Cashback's a little bit higher in 10NL as well, so even breaking even's better again, but it's not great, but it's still something. It's still up. It's up in we still moved up 227, so 227. So we made $12. It's not great, but it's still something. If we didn't do that stupid $5, $6, probably the $5 something bluff with the, you got 230 all of a sudden, 230 something. So that works out to be about $15. So it's not too bad. I mean, we'll take it. Anyway, guys, like and subscribe. We're moving up in the world. Also, hopefully get some C dollars later today. So I'll do another session, but not record it. And then just purely just trying to get, just grinding for the leaderboard points. So much of the same stuff. Yeah. Anyway, guys, catch up.